Hello there, welcome to this video where we're going to be looking at the basics of understanding candles. Obviously you see here on the screen the red and green candle. Each candle represents a time period. So in order to understand how long this candle represents, you need to know what the time frame is. In this case, we have a 1 minute time frame here. So that means each candle here, it took 1 minute for them to begin to form and to finish. And then the next one, again, 1 minute, okay? So if you switch the time frame, let's say to 15, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, 1 week, 1 day, that means each candle represents that time frame. So for instance, 15 minutes, it took 15 minutes for the candle to complete, okay? So, but let's understand how these red and green are formed. But before I do so, let me show you an example of a candle that has a wick at the top and bottom, and why do they leave these wicks? Okay, so I'm going to show you the anatomy of a candle, and basically this is the anatomy of the candle. Now I want you to kind of guess which one is a green candle and which one is a red candle, and so forth. Okay, to do that, I'm going to just explain to you how this works. So the first thing, when the candle just starts, let's say the price was right here, and then if it's a 1 minute candle, it starts right here, boom, okay? And if the price goes up, what happens? Okay, obviously if it starts going up, let's say it started right here, and then boom, it started going up, and went all the way here. Now this is the highest point, and it started dropping. What happens when it drops? Well, it needs to show us that the price made its way all the way at the top, right? So for that, as it's dropping, it's leaving a wick, and it backs all the way to goes back all the way to the entry or the starting point, and it starts to go down. Okay, as it passes this going down, well, the candle change colors. Now the wick and the body will change colors. So let's say it's going all the way down, and this is the lowest point it went, and then it started going back up. What happens? It started leaving the wick to show us that that was the lowest point that candle went to, and then it started bouncing back. It leaves that wick all the way to this point right here when the 1 minute expired, and then right here it started a new candle. So as you can see, this is the shape that we are left with. In this case, what happened? The price was way out, like started right at the top, and it just dropped all the way here. 1 minute was up, and then the next candle is started. So it didn't leave any wicks at the top and bottom. These are very powerful and strong candles. We're not going to look into candle patterns and so forth in this video, but later on in a different video, we're going to look at that. But let's look at this one. Let's see if you already got the hang of it, and let's see if it's going to be a red or green candle. So let's say it started right here, right? That's the beginning of the 1 minute candle. Started right here, and it started going down. As it goes down, what happens is red, right? And it started going up to the entry point. As it goes up, what it does, what does it do? It leaves a wick, right? So let's put our handy dandy wick right here. All right, so it leaves that wick at the bottom to show, hey, the price went all the way down, right? Let me get this here. So as it gets to the entry point and it goes a little bit higher, now it needs to represent that it's a green candle, right? Because it showed us that it passed the starting point, which was right there. And it goes all the way higher, and it dropped a little bit more. As it starts dropping, it leaves the wick, right? Leaves the wick, and then it ends right here. Okay, so let's go all the way back. So that's the formation or the shape of this candle. Obviously, it's a green candle, and here you have the red candle. All right, so that's how the candles are formed. Let's go look at the live chart so you can see what's going on. Right now, we are in a 1 minute time frame, so each candle is 1 minute, and there's 6 seconds, 5, 4, 3 left for this to finish, and it's going to start another candle. Okay, now there should be one starting. If there's a delay, it's because of the server of TradingView or the platform you're using, it's a little bit delayed. And sometimes there's like a 2-3 seconds, sometimes even more, because it's on the cloud. There should have been another candle started right here. So, oh, there you go. And see, it ate up 20 seconds for that one to show. But that's where the price is. And you see, as it goes beyond where it dropped, it was red. It went up, it turned green. And now it's dropped again. So it's turning red. So that's how it's done. And let's look at this one right here, for instance. Let me zoom in to show you. So for instance, this one, the price went down and then it finished, this candle ended right here. And as soon as it ended, the next one started going up. And you see that there's a wick right there. So it went all the way up to this point and it started dropping. As it dropped, it left the wick, okay? And then it started this, it ended right here and it started the next candle. This candle, it showed me that it went all the way down because of the wick, came back up, and then started going up again. See? So the way the wick works is basically, if it would have come down all the way here, you would have ended up with a long wick and a red candle if it started right here at the bottom. And then the next candle is a different story, okay? So I just wanted to show you one particular candle, which are these candles right here. These are called doji candles. And these are candles that are candles of uncertainty. Basically what it means is that the market doesn't know if the price should be higher or lower than this here, right? So if it goes high and it comes back low and it starts and finishes on the same, leaves a doji candle. And if you have more than one, it's recommended not to even trade here, especially for binary options. But if, you know, Forex, the same thing. See how many you have, like 1, 2, 3. And that represents that there is no liquidity, meaning there's not a lot of people trading at this time. And you don't know what the market is going to do. So for you to say, oh, the market's going to go high or low, you know, after a candle like this or a series of candles like this, you're basically guessing. You really can't tell or predict based on analysis and with data what the market's going to do. So it's much better for you to stay out. And then as soon as there is, like for instance, a breakout of a pattern, because right here we were in a consolidation, and we'll look at that, what it is. We were in a consolidation, basically going sideways. As it broke out of this zone, now we have a tendency or a trend going down. Okay, so it's a bear trend. If it's going up, it's a bull trend. Okay, so this is it for now. I hope you liked and understand now the basics and fundamentals of a candle, and I'll catch you in the next video.